Hey guys, what's going on? We're back again with another episode of whatever this series is going to be called. Hardcore Adventures, probably. Playing my bowman. So we finished yesterday doing Brutus, actually. So I've actually been playing around a little bit, testing a couple of things out to make this sort of leveling experience easier for myself in the grand scheme of things. So I'm probably going to end up going for Barrage. I've actually been testing Barrage on a totem. It's been working really well. With Split Arrow until 28 and then going for Tornado Shot. One thing I have noticed is I've been kind of under-leveling when I did this on my other character. So I had another character I was testing around on. But yeah, so we're just going to get back into it. I've got my skill tree planned out. I'm going to basically plan to go down to a couple of life nodes, which gives me a little bit of defense early just to be safe, and then into Essence Sap, which is for mana. Mainly because I was having a lot of mana issues, and later on it means I can drop all of my mana flasks. As soon as I get that, I can drop all of my mana flasks, and that's really cool. But yeah, we're struggling for damage a little bit at the moment, but this is really not difficult. Let's have a look, see what we've got. So we've only got... We really need a decent bow. So one thing I did have, or I am going to be looking for, is like an elemental damage bow, because we've been converting all of our damage into elemental damage. Other than that, I'm looking for a decent quiver, and then probably iron rings for now, if not like elemental damage rings. So I'm using Siege Ballista at the moment. No, Ballista? I did that yesterday as well. Ballista. No other reason other than just because I can. There's a little bit of extra damage for no like reason not to at the moment. It doesn't actually last very long, so... So one thing I have noticed is I'm going to struggle against Merveil because I don't have Barrage yet. And Barrage I noticed was obviously a lot of single target damage, but until I get it I will be struggling. Maybe just a little bit. I have no reason to want to kill you. So we're going to go up, get Ballistic Mastery, and then we're going to go down, and our next goal is Essence Sap. Basically, as soon as I get that, I can spam all of my abilities with no mana issues, single target. Obviously, AoE is just a bit of overkill, but it's still good. I don't actually need to get all of them straight away, but I found that I was doing enough damage by the time that I had it that it didn't really matter all too much. Let's see how this goes. Pretty easy. We do get some gloves, and that's about all I want from that. So we do need to find good old Gangplank, whatever his name is. Too much League, I think. So I'm level 11, Zone's level 11. I actually found myself being under-leveled today, which I wasn't expecting. So obviously I haven't been playing this character. This is another character that I've been doing just to test things out, make sure this goes as smoothly as possible. I actually found myself getting under-leveled, and that's not a position I wanted to be in. However, I always found myself able to do enough damage, and as long as I was able to kill things in 1 to 2 shots of Split Arrow, I feel really safe with it anyway, so I'm actually going to try and speed up a little bit. I'm not going to go silly, but yeah, I'm going to try and speed up a little bit. It gets a lot faster, like I said. When I get that mana leech, it goes so much quicker. Did I get it right? Lucky guess. Another iron ring. So I'm just going to keep that just in case I get any ability to upgrade it. I'm also going to get that leather belt on. 40 life roll. That's a really good life roll. Alright, let's get that. I'm not going to kill any of this just because I've got the acceleration shrine. So let's get out and see if we can find the hand in. Oh, it didn't last through. That sucks. There we go. Fairgraves is over here. So again, we're really having no issue outside a single target, and that's going to get solved with Barrage. So the Siege Ballista is more a case at the moment of just helping with single target. Ooh, a Rustic Sash, that's good. And we get a 3-link helmet. That's pretty cool. We'll take that, and I'm going to actually equip the Rustic Sash. Let's try and find our next door. There we go, and Cavern of Wrath. So, I'm going to struggle a little bit for damage. I already know it's coming. Do we want to go back beforehand? Hopefully with Caustic Arrow I should be fine. So yeah, from what I've sort of found with this build, 28 is the level where things start getting a little bit easier. I can get a nice bow at 28, just obviously rare. I'm not looking for any uniques and things like that without currency. And, oh wow, I've got a big pull here. Sorry guys, had to concentrate a little bit there. I actually got another mana flask. That's not a bad thing at all. That gives us a little bit extra damage as well, so I'm okay with that. That's a 3-link bow, which is just better than mine. Awesome. Getting lucky with the drops. Yeah, so 28 I get just... do we want to go for that straight away? Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, 28 we get a new bow, we get Tornado Shot, we get just a couple of different things that make life easier. Obviously we still have to find the items, but hopefully that isn't the hard part. Another essence, how lucky. Come on! I tried to do a little bit too much there. The essence is still here as well. I'm probably going to fail this mission. Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't quite expecting there to be so many mobs. Ah, great, a mana flask. That's going to be very helpful, and I can stick that in there. I don't know why I tried to do that. No one's going to be able to. Yeah, so we're getting a couple of upgrades. That greater mana flask going to help. Greater life flask will help. All of it's good. So yeah, I'm a little bit expecting to struggle on damage, but it's kind of not really much I can do at this point. Might be able to do something with them in a second. Obviously, the big priority now is I want at least a decent-ish link for my barrage. I'm going to want the same sort of decent link for split arrow, so it gets a little bit difficult. This is a big pull. So we're going to be cocky and do this one as well. Is that another essence there? Wow. So normally I probably wouldn't have killed all this, but I mean, it's here, I may as well, hadn't I? But just shows the power of what this is able to do, the fact we did all this without really worrying too much. I'm actually just going to skip the Harbinger. Yeah, it's quite surprising just how much I'm actually able to do. Like I said, none of this is twink gear, none of this is even good gear. And I'm really not having too many issues, so I'm actually going to stick that in there. Just to stick that in and get that little bit extra cold resist. Other than that, I don't really know what else I can do. Except just hope for the best. Caustic Arrows being really helpful actually for clearing health, boss health, which is cool. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, which is really nice. It shows that I have the damage. So I'm cutting out all the abilities. It's not particularly difficult. And we get the kill. Pretty easy. Nothing else really worth. And we finished the first act. Yay. We weren't completely terrible and died in the first act. probably going to keep this going till we get to, I don't know, maybe like the first bandit. So level 13 zone, I'm already 13, unless I see massive big packs. Like this one's not too bad. In this act, we're going to be picking up, so Barrage in a second, and we're also going to be picking up Herald of Ash. No, sorry, Herald of Ice. And we use that then for a long time. We're going to use that and Hatred as our two main auras, and we have no mana issues with that. I'm killing way too much, let's go. We're going to go straight out, go straight up to the right and get to the Bandito as soon as possible. I am going to have to, not farm, but like passively kill things in these zones. Just because the zones down below are going to be a little bit harder. Shouldn't be too bad once I get to 14 though. That's a Harbinger and I don't really want to kill them. I'm doing a fair bit of damage still though, which is good. As soon as I get to 14, I'm just going. Like, there's no reason for me to stay around in the zone other than that. I feel like I've gone the wrong way. Oh no, there we go. There's a shrine down here. We are going to get the shrine. Well, there goes my hope of it being something cool. I was kind of hoping it would be like a acceleration shrine or something. So we can now equip the bow. What I can do if I want is actually set up a weapon swap for Barrage. A little bit unnecessary, but again, can do it. So slow. I was kind of hoping by now we'd have like move speed boots, which would have been nice, but luck hasn't been good to us, so no point getting upset about it. We are a little bit too low for this level, so need to be careful because obviously Bandit isn't going to be taking this nicely. Definitely have the damage to do this though. I have a lot more damage than I had on my other attempt. So we're going to be killing all the bandits for the extra skill points. I potentially could have taken the Ellie resist, but I mean, it's just not... That's about the only thing I would have wanted it for. The rest of the stats aren't really too important, so we're just going to go for the skill points. Gets us to Essence Sap earlier, which makes leveling a little bit easier. But let's go for it. So going to set the Siege Blister up. I imagine the mobs are probably going to kill that off pretty quickly, but my main focus in this is just kill off the mobs ASAP. That's most of the mobs dead. Now what I can do is do this, and probably just face tank him in fairness. A couple of mobs will still come out, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. There we go, we get the kill. And we're just going to log out and log back in because there's no real reason. There's nothing else for us to gain out of being there. And we go down. So I'm going to check that just in case. So actually, not sure if it's better. Might be, we'll check it. So I should be getting barrage, but caustic arrow seems to be doing the job well enough anyway. So we'll just stay with that for now. Ooh, wow, this is a big pull. So, again, this really isn't too difficult. I've not even moved in a little while. That was 2 blue packs, a Harbinger pack, like... Yeah, that wasn't too difficult for what it was. And good XP, which we like. So we're going to be doing a little bit of travelling on the tree now. Effectively, we're going to be sort of heading up here. So 1 up. I'm going to go right, take these 3, go down and take these 3 as well. What I am going to do is, just because it was what I did before, is actually go bam, bam. Take this one, take that one, and then take that. Just because that 1 tick of mana leech was enough just to help on like single target. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. But we're still chunking through things. Like I said, once we get the auras and things like that, it gets a lot easier as well. So we get 1 in Act 2, 1 in Act 3. If I have the strength, I may run Herald of Ash as well, just for the sake of having a bit of extra damage. But if we don't have the strength, I'm not going to worry too much about it. So we're 15, zone's 15. Don't have to worry too much about XP. I could probably just use the Greater Mana Flask and have another Quicksilver now, but it wouldn't save too much time, so it's not too much of an issue. So while we're here, we need to get the waypoint as well as the bandit. This one's the bandit I tend to have the most issue with, just because he's a little bit tankier. Also, finding it is a pain in the neck. Apparently not, found it. That's going to get killed immediately, but it's more to actually just take aggro at the start. It took enough threat that I can sit here and pummel damage into everything else. And now I can sit here, just put caustic arrows into Oak. So I'm just struggling to do the damage to him at the moment. I'm actually out of mana flasks as well, so I may go for the opportunity just to potion out if this kill doesn't give me a mana flask. Never mind, he's nearly dead. Got a Grand Life Flask, that's pretty cool. And we're going to go and find the waypoint, and once we're done here, we get to just go back out, get the last bandit, and we're doing pretty well. An hour in, we're going to be closing on sort of halfway through the second act. Not the fastest run ever, like I said. I don't think anyone's expecting it. However, it's not too bad, especially for hardcore no twin gear, things like that. It's not bad at all. Let's get through here. So we can run a little bit more of a direct route. I'm only 15. I believe Oak is 19. Which is obviously why we had a little bit of an issue then killing him. But we killed him fine, and I believe last bandit is 17, so we should be absolutely fine now. I actually got another greater mana flask. Stick that on, and I should have no more mana issues now until I get Essence Sap, which means I won't have any more issues at all. It's a lot of mobs, and actually I'm really close to the next level. Let's just go for it. When they come in at that sort of conal angle, it's actually really nice because you can just sort of cleave them all down very quickly. So what I always do in this map, go up first. If I can... There we go. You either find the bandit or you find the spiders, and then you know the other one is on the opposite side of the map. So if you were going to take a bandit, this is the one you would do. However, there's just no real need. Actually leveled during this, which is really convenient. Not particularly hard fight, funny enough. Ooh, yellow composite bow. We are going to pick that up, actually. That should be fun. Probably should have picked up the wisdoms, but it's not too bad. I'm actually going to... I would portal out. If I find the waypoint, I'm going to portal out just to get the extra skill points. Just to make everything else easier, basically. We're going to be going to kill the spider in a minute, which isn't the hardest thing, but having extra skill points to do a little bit more damage or a little bit safer isn't the worst thing in the world. Where are these guys at? Oh, there we go. I need that one. As you can see, this build is more than capable of just body tanking at the moment. See, that's not going to last forever, but right now, may as well make the use out of it. That's actually really nice, but gems... I can put the gems in there. Not, apparently. Caustic Arrow Siege... Oh, wow. I died. Oh, no way! So, that kind of shows, don't be bad.